Hey there everybody, and welcome back to more Walls of CCLP3. We are on level 126, International Tank Anthology. Let's get started. Okay, there's a lot happening here. But let's just take this one room at a time. For some reason I thought this was like a reverse valley situation where that was going to be like the other way around. I wasn't expecting it to be the same, like, direction as the one on the other side there, so... You got me there, Josh. Alright. Let's see what we have going on here. So this was a big room. Big old room, as it were. And that's going to stop... Oh. I might want to actually open the door up. Derp. Alright, let's try to shake that off. We got this, we got this. This is, this kind of thing is our jam, right? We're good at levels. We can figure things out without bumping into stuff and making mistakes. Okay, so that stops everything. Okay, I have to assume that we're going to take the block through all of the tanks. That's kind of neat. I like that. Okay. Let's do that, and then go like this. Cool. Okay. So the tanks are stopped. This kind of reminds me a little bit of the kind of thing I did with Think Tank in CCLP3, but this is better so far. Not quite as... Not quite as full of surprises, was what I was about to say there. Just kidding. I don't think I was going to say that. I thought it would just been funny to say it. Okay. We got through that much more quickly. Ooh. Oh, wow. That actually took longer in that case. So I wonder... I'm assuming you can get through that first part. Yeah, you can get through that first part without worrying about switching the tanks up. I'm just wondering if you can avoid an extra press here, which I doubt, but, oh, maybe you could. I don't know. Alright, let's try this again. I didn't realize that, I think because my brain was geared to think about tanks that were, let's just look at this. Okay, yeah, we had to catch that during the moment of opportunity here. I was thinking of all the tanks being stationary. I didn't really think about these. Okay, so that controls that. Okay, this looks like crossback in its gimmick. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Oh, we have a fourth dimension room here. Fun. I feel like Josh has used this concept in a lot of levels. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I love how they just all flip over and you have this brand new maze. And random blue wall. I like that. Okay, so we have a variety of room sizes in this one. Interesting. Okay, what does that trap do? I'm worried about what that might entail. I'm a little concerned. Oh, okay. So it just holds that down. I'm also concerned about going across the slide. Okay, what is that button at? Like, where's the trap? That's what I want to know. It's not there. That's where we came from. Okay, good. We can go over here. Ooh, it's a propaganda-style room. I see. Okay. Nice. Whoop, my phone's buzzing there. Okay, what are we dealing with here? I can't go there until I get all the chips. Oh, wow. Very rat race-esque room here. Okay, we have some chips here. Nice. Also, I guess you could say this is also like Culprit from CCLP3, except the tanks are not reversing. Ooh. Okay, so we have a toggle tank-like section. Interesting. Okay, I think I see what we ultimately need to do here. Let's leave that be for now. So wait a minute. I could just... Oh no. I can't do that. I was gonna say, I could theoretically, like, switch the toggles by switching the tank, but that's not actually gonna do anything, because I have to go over here to press it. So Josh thought of that, didn't he? Okay. Okay, this is actually a lot simpler than I thought it would be. Okay, so now let's switch the tanks. Oh, except I can't. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's a little problematic. Oh, I can do it here. Derp. I'm having a lot of those derp moments today. I don't think it's a good sign. Guess I have to do that. There we go. Let's do that. It's a little bit of back and forthing here, but nothing terribly bad. I do like how there's a lot of, like, different types of tank levels that are being referenced. That's pretty cool. Oh, here we go. So this is kind of like, what's that level? Next in line. I think that was a Josh level with tanks like this one. Ooh. Okay. Just enough space to wiggle through that. Alright, so I still don't know how to get into there, but... Oh wait, that's the end. I think we just need to go through this. So this will start up the tanks again, so to speak, right? Yeah. Okay, so now we get to the end. Ooh. Is this like a descending ceiling kind of room? I think it is. Or maybe more like a... What's that one level called? Glacial Palace. Ooh, and we can even come back here for a hint. Ooh, hang on. So what does this trap do? Alright, at any rate, I'm pretty... Oh, I see. This tank. I'm pretty sure it was Mud Pie. I can pull it up in the editor. Yeah, walls from Mud Pie. Yeah, that is a really cool conversion. Wow, okay. Yeah, because this was the room with the teeth that you couldn't touch. This was a starting room. Yeah, I didn't... Yeah. I thought this was a really cool way to convert that level. That was really well done. I liked it. Okay, Oganesson. Okay, that's gonna be annoying. Let me turn that off, just so you don't have to hear that. I want to say that this is like an element or something that has the atomic number of 127 or something like that. And this is definitely the walls of possible. Like this, this wall pattern is pretty unmistakable. Alright, let's just systematically go about this. We'll follow the right wall, and hopefully that will take us to where we need to go. I'm going to try to avoid getting tempted by the chips I see nearby. I think the only issue with following the right wall, I guess I can get some of these, but the one problem I could potentially see is that if we don't reach dead ends, we might be in trouble, like if there's loops and stuff. And like, apparently this is where the hint is. Walls from possible. Cool. Alright. Let's just keep moseying around here. We'll figure it out. So this seems to be a fairly simple level. I guess we kind of need a few of these simple mazes and stuff here every now and then. But no complaints here. I like the breaking up of the routine. If I see a chip like that where it's like not much effort to get it, I'll grab it. But otherwise, I'm going to try to stick to my right wall approach for the most part. I'm kind of missing some stuff as far as like what constitutes the right wall versus the left wall, but I'll try to do the best I can with it. Did we come from here? No, okay. Let's just do this. No, wait, we did come from here. Was that an alternate route we took to get to the same... See, this is what I mean by looping. Let's go back, or I guess it's that way, but... Yeah, there's this whole section here. But thankfully you can loop around, which helps a bit. And I see the way to get to the other two chips down there, which is through this little corridor. So that's pretty simple. Or I guess it's only one chip. The other chip is down there. Okay, how do we get down there? Okay, mental note, exit. Whoops, that is not the, that's not the experience we need. Sorry, that's my local COVID statistics I was looking at. I'm sure that was some very exciting viewing there for a few seconds. Anyway, let's see here. Going this way. So, while we're going through this maze, I guess I can fill you in on what my immediate plan is after this. I'm almost certainly after this, I'm going to be doing that set that I mentioned that Josh is planning to release. And I think it's going to be released before, or at least right before CCLP3 submissions come to a close. I have a feeling, just based on the fact that the deadline is drawing near, and that's probably what's going to happen. I'll explain more about why I think it will happen that way when I actually play the set, but that's kind of where I am with what I'm predicting is going to happen. And I think that'll line up pretty nicely with when we're going to be finishing this Let's Play, because I think we'll probably wrap things up around that point, around that week. If the number of videos I have left is what I think it's going to be, which is probably at this point going to be like 5, it's probably going to be around that point when the set gets released and I can start recording videos for it. So I'm going to hope that that's the timeline we're on, and that the transition between the two Let's Plays will pretty much be seamless. Like, there's not going to be a long waiting period or anything like that. So, you know, in hindsight now, I'm glad I took the hiatus I took over the summer. I think it helped make this a little less awkward to negotiate as far as what I was going to play and when and all that stuff. So yeah, I think it'll all work out. After I do that, I'm probably going to take a break from CC Let's Plays and do other things. And I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but I have an idea of what my first one is going to be, and I don't want to say what it is yet. But I will say, if you've been missing the adventure games on the channel, I think you're going to be in for a treat with this one. This is... I guess it's not really like a traditional adventure game, but it's one that I really like a lot. Yeah, it's probably going to also take up quite a bit of time in terms of the number of videos being uploaded, so we're going to be busy for quite some time in the days ahead. So I don't think there will be a shortage of content. And then after that, I have an idea for another game I really want to play, and I've been teasing this one for quite some time, but it's like, it's going to require me to get like a capture card and whatnot for the Switch, because it's on the Switch, and that's probably going to be yet another long one. So yeah, we'll see what happens, but that one's going to require a lot more planning, because that's probably going to be very similar to my Knights of the Old Republic Let's Play, where I'm going to probably have like a plan for everything going in. Speaking of which, I did receive a comment the other day about whether or not I'm going to do Knights of the Old Republic 2 and finish that up. And the answer is not immediately, but maybe one day. I don't know when, though. All blocks have chips under them. Walls and chips from Pac-Man. Okay. Level 256. Is this a reference to that glitch where if like you get to the 256th maze of Pac-Man, then and you beat it, you get this weird, like, gobbledygook on the right side of the screen or whatever? Because I want to say that there was like a thing. Am I? No, I'm thinking of something else. There was an episode of the show Chuck where like he played Missile Command or something, and there was a similar kind of glitch. I want to say, maybe I'm misremembering that. Man, Chuck was a fun show. If you haven't seen Chuck yet, it's a great show, and I recommend it. Okay, so this is basically just going to be getting chips galore here, which hopefully won't be too hard. Okay, I can see this part's going to be maybe a little tricky. Ooh, I like the little navigation puzzle here. This is interesting. I'm trying not to push too many blocks onto the traps, but I think in this case I have to do it. So let's go ahead and do that. Thankfully, why did I do that? But yeah, there was an episode of Chuck where he, like, met with the original creator of Missile Command to, like, find some military secret that was inside the machine. In order to do it, he had to, like, participate in a tournament to get to the last level, because it was a very specific machine. Like, the whole thing was very much like one of those 80s movies where there's like a guy who has a skill, and like there's a contest that you have to enter in order to use the skill. That was like one of those things that as a kid I always fantasized about. Like, I always wished there were competitions for video games that I played. Like there obviously are competitions for arcade games and whatnot, but like I always wished, like, growing up, that I could play Space Cadet Pinball in a competition and stuff like that. I don't know why. I think I just had this weird fantasy of, like, oh wait, I shouldn't just carelessly toss blocks into stuff without looking around first. Hang on a sec. I always had this weird fantasy growing up of, like, entering one of those competitions to, like, put a bully in their place or something. I know that sounds a little, like, you know, self-indulgent, but I thought it would be fun. I don't know why. It's just one of those things, you know. Alright, so for this one's going to be interesting. Let's do this. And then let's do this. And now I need to get one up there, too. Oh. We have that. Yeah, I'm liking how there's like these little block puzzles that are in these areas that you kind of have to unravel. Like, that's really satisfying. I don't know what it is, but it's just really satisfying to do something like this. Okay. Let's go here. Do that. I might have to start, like, from a different point now. Because I think we've gotten everything we can get in this area now. Oh, I guess now we've gotten that. And that. Okay, maybe there's actually way more here than I was expecting. Oh yeah, there's like stuff, all kinds of stuff here. Okay, so this is still very much the top area. I'm tripping. Yeah, let's I like the fact that this forms the path of the normal chips. That's pretty cool. I also wonder if there's any extras. Probably not at this point in the set, though. Okay, I'm just making sure that we don't have any, like, really required things to do here. Let's do... Ooh, I almost fell into that trap. Let's do that. Let's do this. I'm just trying to open up everything, and then we can start going to town on collecting chips. Okay. So now I can build down here. This area seems to be a bit of a bottleneck, so I'm going to try to get to it. Yeah, there's a lot to do here. This also kind of reminds me of the LMAO level that Tyler made, where you have to kind of unravel all the blocks with the thieves and stuff, except this is way more reasonable than that. I'm beginning to think there's extra chips. I might be completely off on that, though. So I think I'm going to need to approach that from the left side. Let's build outward from here. Oh wait, I need to turn the sound back on. I'm sorry about that. I completely forgot to turn the sound back on. Alright. There we go. Okay. So here, I can loop around this way. Get those. Okay, good. That's what I was hoping for. Yeah, like here I had to push that down. Oh. Yeah, it almost feels like there's extra chips, but I'm beginning to think there's not. I don't know. Okay, I need to figure out how to get in there. That's gonna be interesting. Because, like, here... Oh, I can do this. So I can do that. But then I have a new problem. Oh, wait, no, I can loop around now. Nice, I like that. Well, we may still have an issue. Let's go around here. I want to try to get these out as best I can. This also kind of reminds me, in terms of my own levels, this sort of puzzle reminds me of my level Day 1 inside the bunker, where you kind of had to push blocks into a formation that was a little bit more tightly scripted than it might have appeared to be on first glance. Okay, this seems to be the end here. Now comes the unenviable task of trying to figure out where where all the two remaining ships are. That's going to be a bit of a pain, isn't it? Okay, we'll figure it out, though. Good news is, I was about to say, the bombs are mostly taken care of, but then I realized, oh wait, we have traps to worry about. Alright, we'll just search for these. Hopefully we'll find them. The good news is that we can't uncover traps. We don't have to worry about the Ghetto Hitman Task Force issue here. Also, I hope it's not here and I screwed that one. I didn't miss anything out here, did I? I don't think so. Let's take a look at this corner now. It's possible I missed stuff over here. Ah, there we go. One left. We'll just go row by row. How does that sound? Okay, yeah, I thought that was a trap. That's a trap. Nothing there. Wait. No, okay. I thought that might have... Oh, there we go, that's it. Okay, good. We managed to make it. So now, I'm assuming we just need to get these blown up. Oh. Oh. Do we have to partial post that? Well, that's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. No! Oh, I forgot I come back through that. Oh, no. Oh, man, that's... I knew I was going to eventually do something like that. Josh, why do you have to put that right there? Dude, really? Alright, tell you what, I'm going to come back to this here in a minute. Hey everybody, I am back, and as you can see here, I've made it to the end of the level, and apparently, I think you only need 2 blocks here, because this one here just went into the exit, which I think is because the next teleport comes up here instead of the other side, which makes sense. So, we won! That was level 256. Figured with the break I had, I would just start when I got back, so it worked out pretty nicely. I liked this idea. I think it's a really clever way of using the original and making a real-world reference at the same time. I think my only real issue with it is that whole deal at the end where you can easily lose track of what ship you haven't gotten yet. So like if this were in CC2, the secret eye would definitely be a lot more useful here. But overall, I liked it. I thought it was a good level. Alright, the internal 3D dungeon. Internal, okay. Let's see what we have here, and I feel like the sound is loud again, so I'll turn it down. Alright, so it looks like we have a Sokoban on ice, which is interesting. Okay, there's clone machines here as walls. Alright, we need to figure out where all these things go. I think I can kind of piece together like a general way to unravel some of this, so let's work on that. So that can go there, right? How about we put this one down there, and then maybe this can go up here, question mark? Oh, I need to get that out. That could be a problem. Actually, no, it's not. I can just do that. That's pretty simple. Okay. This is actually a lot easier than I was expecting. There's so many paths that you can take here. Okay, so we got through that. What do we have next? We have a tank. Okay, so apparently that tank... Oh... I think I see. So, like, I need to get... Okay, I need to get this push now, and then I can just start getting all these blocks into the next room. Is that it? Or at least a few of them. Obviously, I can't get the ones on the edges. Okay, so I'm expecting a level that's themed around Sokobans here. We'll see how it goes. Do I need to do anything else with these, or... There's still two that I could theoretically... Huh, okay. Never mind, then. Oh, okay, we've got some interesting stuff here. Okay, so there's a teleport over there that if I go down, I can... What's on the other end of the traps? Oh, wait, no. The objective is to go up there in partial post, is that it? So I need 3, then 2 for the partial post, and then 1 for taking it up there, I guess? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take one of these, and we're going to place it through the teleport. So let's do that. And then the rest of you all, we're going to put somewhere up here. This looks like it would be fairly simple, hopefully. Just kind of visualize where everything goes and you should be fine. Yeah, so far this isn't exactly super difficult Sokoban-wise. This is fairly straightforward as far as what you need to do. I like what you had to do there. So I lost my skates. Now I need fire boots, huh? Okay, we got a whole bunch of stuff going on here. Okay. There's a bunch of clone buttons and then a toggle button. I don't know if that's just for sound effects, like you just need to listen to a bunch of button sounds. Also, I'm a little lost as to... Oh. Okay, why do we have all these blocks here, and like, what's the deal with them? Oh, these are all walls. Or maybe they're on something. Yeah, I can't push these at all. Maybe they're all on toggle walls? Well, no, because in MS they would just flick right off. Huh, okay. So, at this point... Okay, I can't do that either. So, like, if I go through here and I end up here, then I'm trapped, right? Like, there's no real way around that. Unless I just go through the toggle wall. But then I don't get the block, which is kind of what I need to do anything here with this. I guess I'm just trying to understand, like, why there is a fireball cloner and how we would use it. That's where I'm a little confused. Like, I could understand if maybe one of these was pushable, and you were supposed to use it, but I'm not seeing how that's even possible. Unless there's a thin wall on some of these, and I'm supposed to push it from a certain direction. Like, maybe that I could see. Is that a thing? I can't go back and look. Either way, the immediate objective is to get this... Oh. Oh! Oh, okay. I see the little game here. Well, I do, and yet at the same time it's kind of terrifying, because now I'm going to have to figure out how to get some kind of block over here. Okay. That's a cool concept. I like that. Okay, so that's the one for there. Okay, I think I see how to do it. You just got to put, like, these here to make, like, a little loop. And then maybe... Okay. I think as long as I can create, like, generate enough leeway for all these loops, then that's, yeah, I think this should work. That's really clever. I like that. I kind of wish there was a hint here to tell you that that's what all the clone buttons did. But now it makes way more sense. Like, I don't know why I was thinking it had to be blocks, like, on something when there's clearly buttons there, so that's kind of my bad. Okay, so now I can go through here, and I think we just need to open this up and slip on through. Actually, wait a minute. I need to do that, don't I? If I'm going to get all the blocks out. There we go. I don't know if that's actually necessary, but I'm just doing it just in case. It looks like it's not, though. So I can see here that we have 2 bonus ones. So let's just keep on going. Oh boy, what do we have going on here? Okay. So it looks like I'm just going to need to get blocks out one at a time and put them in like a waste of space kind of thing. That seems to be the game here. Yeah. I'm going to put them in all the, what I'll call obvious spots first. So it looks like, let's see, how many do we have left? We have 5. I can easily put 4 down here, right? And then a 5th one I can just leave right there. So that should be fine, right? So I don't think... Yeah, I don't think I can really do anything else in this whole room. As far as, like, using any of the other spots. Okay, I feel pretty good about this now. My phone is buzzing, sorry if you can hear that. I'm not sure how good this microphone is at picking up stuff, so... Alright, there we go. So now I can go in here to grab this, and... Where does this ice slide go? Somewhere up there. At least it's not death, so we can safely take this. And, oh... I don't actually want to get the chip yet. Okay, I don't know what we're dealing with here. So apparently there's a block there. This looks like a sardine can kind of setup, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it is a sardine can. At least it looks like it. I just don't know how many, like, are we supposed to fit 4 in here? I'm just going to assume that we need to fit 4 in here. So... let's plot this out. I cannot really get this right there, but maybe I can get some of these other things. Like, I can put one over here, maybe. Although I need to extract some of these, so... Let me slip one up in that spot. I'm going to try not to grab that chip, if I can help it. Okay, so if I do that, I can put you there. I have no idea if any of this is correct or not, but I'm just going to try my best. I think that should be fine for now. I'm already seeing a potential issue here. Maybe not, though. You know what? Maybe not. Let me try this. I just need to get everything here, then I can start visualizing it. So if I do this, and then I do this, I can push... Okay, here's the problem I'm having. I can push this, I can get this over here, but then I think it's trapped after that. Oh, I can just do this, right? I can just do that. Hopefully that's good enough. Because obviously I need to at least use one of those there. Oh, wait a minute. Timeout. I made a mistake. I didn't realize that I needed... Ah, that sucks. There's no way I can recover from this, is there? Yeah. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. That's... See, I would feel better about this if, like, you knew how much there was to do up here, as far as, like, you need all four on the right side. Like, that's... Like, I thought maybe I could save some of these and then eventually go over here, because I don't know that there's blocks up there. I mean, that's a little mean. I don't really care for that. And at the end of this level, too, I'm assuming it's the end just because we got the last chip here. Oh, I do not like that. That's pretty nasty. That's pretty nasty. Alright, we're gonna have to restart. Yeah, there have been a few of these, like, nasty surprises at the end of some of these levels. And I don't mind nasty surprises as long as, like, the level itself is either short enough or maybe non-linear enough that you can just go in and redo the section and feel like, okay, you know, I've conquered that section now, I've accomplished what I set out to do, it's no big deal. You know, it's not like I'm forever ruined by it or anything like that. But when you're dealing with, like, the element of linear progress in a level, that's a lot more of a touchy subject and, like, a thing to really negotiate in a level. That's one of the reasons why I was kind of glad that I did, and this is not like a dig at Josh or anything, or any other level designer, but that's one of the reasons why I specifically chose Walls of CCLP1, was because there were a lot of tougher levels in it, and so I felt like I could get away with doing some harder concepts in a shorter, like, space and stuff. So, like, in that case, I was more okay with doing some of the things I did, because it's not like I was doing them as part of a giant challenge somewhere. So I felt better about it. I didn't feel like I needed to think so hard about it. But I can understand, like, with a set like this, why it would be more difficult. And like I've said many times in this Let's Play, like, I don't envy Josh for having to do some of these walls either, because some of them are pretty tough. Oh, I forgot to throw one of these in here. Let's do that real quick. There we go. I was like, wait a minute, we have one more block. Oh, derp. I was about to say duh and derp, and it kind of sounded like derp. So, enjoy the derp. Alright. Yeah, overall, I don't know what to think of this one. It's fine, I guess. I don't really think it's particularly memorable as, like, a Sokoban level, though. And I'm sorry if that sounds a little negative, but I think it's just because there's so many of them. That's what makes it hard, is that there's so many Sokobans, and they're all so good. And especially, like, in the context of voting in CCLP5, it's like, there's only going to be so many to choose from. And none of these particularly stand out, other than maybe this room, just because it has this concept that I think Josh used in the, what was that level called? A Very Strange Machine from Josh L6, I think was the name of it. Except in that level you had, like, whatchamacallums, you had the, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on them. You had the clone buttons, such that Chip was controlling them, whereas here, you kind of have to study the area first before you do all the stuff that you need to do. So, I personally like the way it was done in this level a lot more. Alright, well now that we know what it is we need to do with that one room at the end, I can try to visualize what it would look like to get 4 blocks where they need to go there. And I think it'll be a lot easier to take care of that. Also, I'm being hesitant to like follow the blocks through because I'm worried about cross-checking, but clearly that's not an issue here with the force slide being what it is. Okay. So now we can go through here, get that. There's the hint there. We'll come back for that. We got plenty of time on this run. Also, you could theoretically... Oh, no, you can't because they're force floors here. I was going to say, you could just leave that ship, but I don't think that's the case. Okay. So we have 5 blocks. 5 blocks to use. And my hunch is telling me that we need to put 2 here, and maybe the other 3 here and here? No, that these would be trapped. So 3 here, and... Oh, where would these all go? Hang on, let me look at this. Oh wait, no, one of them can stay here, right? Because it is 4 that need to go over there. So let's start with what we did before. I think that's valid. We just need to make sure we have a 4th one. We're on the right side. So let's do that. Go over here. Yeah, I like this puzzle. I just wish that it was more evident that you needed 4 here. Because look at this. From where I'm standing, I'm like, oh, I only need 3. And then maybe I'll need 2 over here, you know? Because in my mind, I'm trying to keep it all balanced, which, you know, that's a fallacy. I understand that that's not necessarily an indicator of what you need to do. But in my mind, it's like, okay, well, 3 and 2 is more balanced than 4 and 1, right? So, okay. So let's do this. I'm going to go here, go over there, push you there, and then I'm going to keep this one right there. There we go. Okay. So that should be enough, right? I think that should be good enough. Let's see. Yeah, okay. This is good. This is good stuff. Okay, so now I can get this. There's a big old room over there. Okay, now I can journey here. Actually, let me go back to the hint. I like how you have to navigate all this way. I kind of did something like this in Turn of the Century in Walls of CCLP1. Walls from Bowling. That is definitely not as recognizable with all these clone machines, but I can see it. I mean, this is definitely the opening room. Which, I mean, I guess the rest of the level was open space that Josh filled out with the clone machines, so that makes sense. Alright, so what do we have in this room? I'm a little nervous about getting these force boots, suction boots, stolen. Also, where's the exit? Okay, I think I see what we need to do here. We need to get, like, all these filled out, so that way we can get a block through there. So, hang on, somebody's at the door. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. My apartment's maintenance crew was coming through to do, like, preventative maintenance work and whatnot. So, I'm trying to understand here. We've got 6 blocks. We've got... I think we only need 3, right? If I'm reading this correctly? Because this is the end here. And actually, I can lose the force boots. I don't even need to worry about that. So, this is what I'm perceiving to be the correct way to do that. Let me do this. Okay, so we do need 4. Because I can't carry blocks through that area there. So, what is the title referencing, is my question for this level. Internal 3D dungeon. Is that a reference to like a game or something? I'm keeping the boots just because I'm really paranoid at this point in the level, but I recognize I don't need to. Like, I would think like the infernal 3D dungeon would make some sense, given that there's fire, but internal? Like, what internal of what? Like, what's the internal thing? I'm really like that's the part that I'm lost on. Anyway, I had fun with it. I mean, it's not my favorite, but I thought it was pretty cool. Alright, we'll end off today with Gruesome Citadel. Alright, I already recognize this wall pattern. It's which one next. I recently optimized that in links. Any of the rows of challenges above can be skipped, but you can only do so once. Walls from which one next. Okay. Good stuff. Let's just go through and see how we do. And I immediately died. Hopefully that's not an omen of things to come here. Oh, that's an interesting pattern. I like that. Okay. So I can just take care of all that. Okay, this seems pretty simple so far. Okay, wait for that. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, I can't do that. That's cool. I like that little mechanism. I might actually consider using that in a level at some point. Oh, I don't like the look of this. This looks kind of nasty. Actually, it's not. So... Okay, there we go. Okay, that was pretty... Whoa! I did not realize there was a ball coming. Okay, I don't even need to free that fireball there. Okay, we got that. We got a little compaction action. That rhymes! Compaction action! You like what I did there? Okay, I know, that's lame. I'm not going to defend that. Okay. So, I can see already that this is going to be a bit of a pain. So, I'm going to try to see if I can time this. There we go. Okay, this is interesting. Ooh, I like that room. That's kind of neat. How many more rows do we have? I feel like I should know this. I kind of want to see everything, and now I just realized I messed up. I like this level so far. For some reason I thought the glider was the paramecium and vice versa in that little scenario there. Okay. I like how the space here is used. I think it's really clever. And this little mechanism, I don't know why I'm so in love with that, but I think it's neat. I guess, I don't know, some of this almost kind of reminds me of Gauntlet from CCLP3 in a way. I think it's just the tightness of it. Maybe that's what's hitting me about it. Oh. I didn't even consider that that would even be a problem. Okay. Well, you get a little more of the level here. I'm trying not to go too long in this episode, but especially after the last couple. Figured shorter is probably a little bit better here. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Okay. Go there. Go there. Okay. Do this part again. I think this part just reminds me of the teeth part of Gauntlet. Maybe that's what it is. Okay. Do the compaction action section. There we go. Okay. Whoa, I should not have done that. I should not have done that. I should definitely not have done that. I did that same mistake again there. So far, I haven't come across a section that I would characterize as, like, I would want to skip it. That's why I'm still doing all these, is that I still find these relatively simple. But I can understand why Josh would put that in a level like this. Yeah, which one next? Optimizing that in links was really fascinating. And I know that this is probably going to sound like... Why do I keep doing that? I keep thinking that that's the paramecium there, and it's not. If anything, maybe I want to skip this first part because of that little room, but... Now I'm just making mistakes. Getting frustrated. Okay, there we go. But yeah, which one next in links? I was really nervous about optimizing it when I found out that it's 756, which was, I think, 3 seconds above the, or maybe 4. Was it 4 seconds above the old bold time? I think it was 4. Was possible. I was really nervous about it because I thought, oh boy, this is going to be really annoying to test everything out. But what I discovered was that the old bold time was fast for a few reasons. And once you discovered what those reasons were in the context of where they... What?! I thought I timed that just right. Did I... You know what? Never mind. Once I discovered what all those reasons were, it was kind of like, okay, now we can start looking for what might be more appropriate for links, right? So, like, that part of it was like, okay, so once you figure that out, then it's like you're free from the constraint in MS of having to think about, like, boosting and, like, if you're coming off an odd number of teleports and, you know, like, stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, there's a lot of, like, restrictions in the level as far as, like, how many trips you're ultimately taking. Because no matter what, there's some parts of the level that require you basically to go back in order to go through the entire row. And once you figure that out, it's like, oh, I actually have a lot more freedom than I thought I did. Which is good. You know, it's like, it's actually, it frees you up to think about things that are actually, like, they pertain more to the route than to silly things like, oh, how many teleports am I boosting through and stuff like that. So, in my opinion at least, MS was a lot more, or sorry, Lynx was a lot more fun to optimize for which one next than MS was, I think. Okay. So we do that. Okay, so that's invisible, apparently. Oh, boy. Okay, I see what I'm gonna do here. Okay, there. Okay. What does that trap do? I'm a little nervous. Okay. Don't tell me I was supposed to, like, get this... teeth. Okay, it's possible. I'm glad that that's possible, because if that was not possible, I would be really upset. Okay. I made it through the entire level I guess I could have skipped that last room, but I'm kind of glad we got to see everything. So that was Gruesome Citadel. I personally liked it. I can see why this might be kind of a bit of a maybe Marmite level, where some people, your mileage may vary, that kind of thing. But I personally enjoyed it. I think it was a neat little dodging challenge, and I liked how compact it was. So I am a fan. I don't care what anyone else has to say. Alright, next up, No Vacancy. We'll take it on in the next video, so I hope you'll look forward to that. Thank you all so much for watching, as always. Thank you for the comments. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you next time. So until then, take care, and I will see you in the next video.